Picture this. You're sitting in a bustling cafe. People around you are busy, but your focus is locked on someone across the room. There's an instant connection, or at least you hope there is. You think, what if there was a way to make them feel the same spark? Could there be a secret to naturally drawing someone toward you without any awkwardness or forced conversation? Here's the thing, there is. It's not about manipulation or some corny pickup line. It's about psychology. In today's video, I'm going to share 8 powerful psychological tricks that can help you attract anyone fast. These are backed by science, proven to work, and, best of all, are completely natural. Make sure you stay until the end because I'm going to share a bonus trick that'll help you create an instant, lasting impression on anyone you meet. Let's get started. Attraction doesn't start with words. It starts with something much more primal, nonverbal communication. Studies show that up to 93% of communication happens through body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice. This means that before you even say a word, the way you carry yourself can make or break someone's impression of you. Let's break down some powerful nonverbal tricks that can immediately increase attraction. 1. Eye contact. The first, and perhaps the most important, is eye contact. It's a subtle but incredibly effective way to create an instant connection. Researchers call this the mutual gaze effect, where holding someone's gaze for just a few seconds longer can trigger feelings of connection and intimacy. Why does this work? Eye contact stimulates the release of oxytocin, often referred to as the bonding hormone. It's the same chemical that helps people form trust and attachment. Holding someone's gaze, but not too intensely, can make them feel drawn to you on a subconscious level. Pro tip: try the triangular gaze technique. Alternate your gaze between their eyes and their lips. It's subtle, but it adds depth and curiosity, signaling interest without saying a word. 2. Mirroring. Another powerful technique is mirroring. This is when you subtly copy the other person's movements, posture, or gestures. Psychologists call it the chameleon effect. We naturally tend to like people who are similar to us, and mirroring gives the impression that you're on the same wavelength. For example, if they lean in, you lean in. If they tilt their head slightly to the left, you can mirror that. Be careful not to mimic them too obviously. Keep it natural and subtle. This creates an unconscious bond and signals that you're in sync with them, which can foster attraction. Beyond body language, another powerful way to attract someone is by building a psychological connection. People are drawn to those who make them feel understood and valued. Here's how you can do it. 3. Active listening. Active listening is an underrated but incredibly attractive skill. When someone feels truly heard, they feel validated, and this creates a deep emotional connection. Psychologically, people are more likely to be drawn to those who make them feel important. Here's how to practice active listening. Maintain eye contact while they're talking. This shows that you're fully engaged in the conversation. Nod or give verbal cues, like "I see" or "That's interesting." Small acknowledgments encourage them to keep talking and show that you're genuinely interested. Paraphrase what they say to confirm understanding. So, you're saying that you felt really challenged by this new project at work? This shows that you're paying attention and value their thoughts. People crave validation, and when you can make someone feel understood, it's one of the quickest ways to build attraction. 4. Meaningful compliments. Everyone loves compliments, but here's the key. Make your compliments specific and meaningful. Vague compliments like "you're beautiful" or "you seem nice" are fine, but they don't carry much weight. On the other hand, a thoughtful, well-crafted compliment shows that you've noticed something unique about them. Instead of saying, "You look great," try something like, "I really admire your sense of style. It's so creative and bold." Or, "I can see how passionate you are about your work." That's really inspiring. Specific compliments show that you're paying attention to who they are as a person, and that builds a stronger, more genuine connection. Now let's switch gears and talk about one of the most surprising psychological tricks: scarcity. Humans tend to place higher value on things that are less available. Psychologically, this is called reactance. When something seems scarce or harder to obtain, we desire it more. 5. The scarcity principle. To increase your attractiveness, don't make yourself too available. If you're always around, always texting, or too eager, it might make you seem less desirable. Instead, create some mystery. Give the other person space to miss you. This doesn't mean playing mind games, but having your own life, your own passions and independence automatically makes you more attractive. People are drawn to those who have a strong sense of self. By making yourself slightly scarce, you allow the other person to feel curious about you. And curiosity is a powerful driver of attraction. In practical terms, this means not always being the first to text or being available at the drop of a hat. Show that you value your time, and others will value it too. Another psychological trick for fast attraction is creating positive emotional associations. People are wired to seek out experiences that make them feel good. And if you can be part of those positive experiences, they will start to associate you with happiness and excitement. Humor is key. Laughter is an incredibly powerful bonding tool. When someone laughs, their brain releases dopamine, the same chemical associated with pleasure and reward. In a study published in the journal, researchers found that humor plays a critical role in attraction because it signals intelligence, social skill, and most importantly, makes people feel good. So make them laugh, but don't feel like you need to force jokes. Find natural moments to introduce humor. A light-hearted approach, or even laughing at yourself when the moment is right, can create a relaxed and fun atmosphere, which fosters attraction. Studies in psychology show that sharing positive experience can create strong emotional bonds. Think about it. When you go on a thrilling adventure with someone, whether it's a roller coaster ride or just discovering a new restaurant together, you're likely to remember that person in a positive light. You don't need to plan elaborate outings. Something as simple as sharing a walk in a park, trying out a fun activity together, or engaging in stimulating conversation can create those positive emotions that get linked to you in their mind. When they look back on those moments, they'll associate you with that joy, which increases attraction. Now, let's dive into one of the most fascinating psychological tricks, the Benjamin Franklin effect. This one's a bit of a mind game, but it's backed by science. Here's the trick. If you want someone to like you more, don't do them a favor. Instead, ask them for a favor. Yes, you heard that right. The Benjamin Franklin effect is based on the idea that when someone does something nice for you, their brain justifies it by thinking, I must like this person because I'm helping them. In other words, when people do you a favor, they subconsciously convince themselves that they like you, because why else would they go out of their way to help? How to use it? Ask for small favors. Something like borrowing a pen, asking them for advice, or even requesting their opinion on something. Once they do this, the effect kicks in, and they start feeling more positively toward you. Psychologists believe this works because it creates a feeling of investment. When someone invests their time or energy into you, they feel a stronger connection, and that can significantly boost attraction. Finally, let's talk about one more psychological trick that can create an instant, lasting impression: the power of touch. But before you rush off to touch someone's arm, let me explain how to do this appropriately and effectively. Psychological studies have found that a light, casual touch can significantly increase attraction. It works because touch releases oxytocin, the same bonding hormone released during eye contact. But here's the key: it has to be done in a natural, non-intrusive way. A light touch on the arm when you're making a point in conversation, or a brief tap on the shoulder when you're greeting them, can create a subtle connection. This is known as subtle physical contact, and it's powerful when used sparingly. In one study, participants who experienced a light touch during conversation rated their conversation partner as more attractive and trustworthy. Just make sure the touch is brief and context appropriate. Too much can come across as awkward or invasive. So, there you have it. 8 powerful psychological tricks that can help you attract anyone fast. From the importance of eye contact and mirroring to creating scarcity and using humor, these strategies are all based on proven psychological principles. And the best part? They're easy to incorporate into your daily interactions. But remember, these tricks aren't about manipulation. Attraction is about building real, meaningful connections with people. If you approach these tips with authenticity and respect, you'll find that not only will you attract others, but you'll build deeper, more rewarding relationships. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos on psychology, self-improvement, and mastering human connections. And before you go, let me know in the comments, which of these tricks are you most excited to try? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.